So this matchup is, from seeing both players, quite an even matchup. Both have sort of similar strengths, but both have the good ways to keep the other opponent out of the other, away from each other. Both have good ways of racking up damage, and they both have really good juggling. Offstage as well, the recovery, they can both take advantage of each other. I reckon Willz will have good knowledge of this matchup, because he does play quite a few Wolves in mid-runs, and Willz is known as probably one of the strongest players in the UK, along with being one of the best clouds in the UK. He's already taken the first, as we saw there, the limit side B, but now he's in an uncomfortable position himself, just managing to make the recovery. He's already dedicating himself to a lot of options right now that will lead to losing the stocks. As we see there, a high recovery with up B, so that he can cover himself with almost every option Wolf has to offer against in that stage. Nice little weak forward there into dash tag there. Derpayoshi though, managing to still back up the damage no matter where he is right now, but struggling to take the stock. Gone for the up B on the stage to force Willz off stage. Down smash nearly taking it, but Willz just recovering back on. Both right now are utilising their movement to try and make their way around the other. So both could lose the stock at any point. As we've seen there, dash tag going to Willz' favour, and now he's a 2-stock lead in this set. Utilising the spacing of his forward edge right now to keep Wolf away. Nice little football there to try to get it. As a forward air into limit side lead to rack up 37%, which is nice. The back throw forcing Cloud off stage again, but just not enough percent to get him off the deck just yet. Missing quite a lot of his attacks now, but I don't feel like Willz is really rushing to try and get any sort of stock at the moment. He's already 2 stocks ahead at the moment. Nice little landing up there right there. But looks like Wolf tried to get the net off stage again. Still possible, still winnable. The net is keeping Cloud away at the most crucial times. Still living at 100% to cross slash. And I reckon the next option will be taken in a few seconds anyway for Wolf. The grab getting Wolf, but Wolf's grab is not as well utilised as the Cloud's grab isn't as useful as Wolf's in this matchup. But the back off the ledge taking a stock, that's a 3-stock to Willz living at immensely high percent. Game 1 for Wolf. It's going to be interesting to see if Derpayoshi does do a character choice change or if he just goes for a stage choice next. Looks like there's a lot of support right now in the crowd for Derpayoshi. Willz obviously being a better player. He's probably going in right now thinking he's quite confident in the match, but Derpayoshi has got the fan favourites in the comments right now. Looks like they're swapping character. He's gone Kirby against Cloud. This one might be a harder matchup, but I know Derpayoshi's more confident with Kirby, so this will be nice to see.
3, 2, 1, go!
So we've already seen some decent starts with strings from both character ends. In this matchup, we're definitely going to see Kirby on a lot of the defensive in terms of a lot of crouches to try to low profile Cloud's hitboxes. But we're also going to see Kirby trying to just stay away in general, because otherwise he'll lose stocks quickly, as we just saw there from neutral B. It's not just neutral B, of course, there's a lot of attacks that can happen. And there's the first stock taken in this match for Kirby with an F smash. Looks like Willz is just trying to keep Kirby in the air right now, as he knows he could end up having the low profile with Kirby crouch and trying to keep away the defensive options. Decent defense from Derpayoshi right now, as despite being on a slightly higher percent, not really taking a huge deal of attacks. Like, all the attacks they've taken have been strong ones, but it's not been like they haven't taken a huge amount. Oh, back into the next stock though. Willz right now, confident with the distance being created right now, using the neutral B to rack up the damage there. So now we've seen just Derpayoshi just bring out the down B to try to avoid juggling that happened towards him just the last stop. But it feels like Willz is still favouring him, trying to keep Kirby in the air, trying to rack up that damage and go for early kills. Which isn't a bad strategy because of Kirby's weight. But it looks like Derpayoshi is now trying to go for sort of combos now, trying to rack up damage rather than going on the defensive. Back end nearly taking the next stock, but Kirby just surviving. Very good from Derpayoshi. Trying to use the back end after forward start off stage, but after shield poking and taking game 2. Willz only needs one more game now to get into the grand finals, but Derpayoshi can still take this. There's a lot of comments right now towards Derpayoshi. You got quite a lot of fans, man. That was a quick choice. Oh, but looks like they've confident with the stage choice, as he only changed character instead of changing. Someone in the comments saying Cloud not working out, really should switch. This matchup could probably be the best one in terms of favouring Derpayoshi. This matchup is still rather even, as it was in Wolf. But because they're both swordies, they're both going to be rather defensive with their disjoints and try to keep away from each other. So there's now kind of a case of which one can utilise their advantages when they do happen. I think Willz now, instead of trying to go for the juggle, trying to go for a lot of reads. As we're going to see Alex try to go for a lot of like mix-ups with the nairs and the up Bs. He might have just taken the first stock here against Cloud. Yep, that is the first stock. Looks like the Derpayoshi has now found their footing and has taken the first stock against Willz instead of the other way around. Willz now looks like they're trying to play it patiently. Not really going for a lot of like attacks, rather kind of waiting on defensive, trying to go for a bait and punish style, as it were. Trying to go for neutral B to catch side B recoveries and just missed. Up to just armoring through the upside, but up smash taking care of the landing. They're both now on even stops. Nice little nair into back air there to try rack up the beaten damage. Did bring him off stage, but not that far enough to make an impact. Catching a lot of the landings in the air right now. Pretty good for mine. Doesn't seem too afraid of that limit with his character, which is pretty good to see. Back air catching another whiffed attack. That is nair up air taking the next stock. Derpayoshi has the upper hand now in this match, bringing it all back from the last two games, which are mainly favoured towards Willz. Willz still utilising his other tactics of catching the landings, but doesn't seem as if he's being very dominant right now. Ike's still not making it back this side. from there, but that's the first. That is the next stop. Now both on even stocks again. But we've seen Derpayoshi. This is probably the most comfortable game they've had in the set, and there's still the potential of bringing it to game 4 or game 5. Armoring through that back air with an up B, but then having that damage brought back in the form of limit neutral B. Good juggling from Willz there to keep the damage going up, keeping Ike in an uncomfortable position. Nice little landing up here though. So we're seeing Derpayoshi still mixing up their options so that Willz can't keep reading the same options. Back air though unfortunately took that, and that is game 3 and the set to Willz, who advances to the grand finals, and Derpayoshi will now have to make it back through in the form of the losers finals